Well, I came to Fight Club wanting to hone in on what I already had and what I had already built with one-to-one coaching. So this was, my goal here was to just make it even more focused and just make sure, like pressure cook those words and my messaging that I had going on. And yeah, I feel like we definitely got that done.
I was totally the crier. I cried for 2 days. It was a little bit brutal. It sucks getting to know yourself. God, I don't like getting to know myself. But I did it. So, totally worthwhile. It's like the little spark under my ass that I needed to go light a firecracker and be the firecracker that I know I can be.
But it makes you question a lot. And you go through moments of like clarity, and then you go through moments of total doubt. And then you go through moments of, I went through moments of panic. And then you're like, it's not going to work out. But it does.
It's like finding yourself again. Yeah. It's so worth all the hard work, though. Yeah. So I kind of had that in my head, like I'm going to make it work. And then it wasn't clicking, and I was starting to get kind of frustrated and overwhelmed. And I didn't know what I was going to say when I got up there until maybe an hour ago. Everything just kind of fell into place.
It's a pretty powerful experience because you don't, unless you're forced to think about it, you don't. And that's, I think, what Fight Club does for a lot of people is makes them look inside and find out what their direction is.
I think for me it was a little different than everyone else because I had already gone through the coaching, but I left the coaching process and I was very inspired by my own message, but I didn't really understand how I could relay it to other people. And I was having a hard time like owning it when people would ask me. I kind of get embarrassed that it's like this, and I didn't have a secure, a cocktail pitch, if you will, that I could say. So it was kind of like, I don't know, it was confusing me more than anything. So I feel so clear right now. And
I think I came in with, I think a lot of people come in with walls. I know I did. And I was able just to, I think right around day 2 in the morning, maybe it's by sheer exhaustion, I don't know, but just kind of break them down and get to say it's okay to cry and it's okay to be sentimental. And you know what? I think that's been a pattern. I think I can recognize that now, and I can lift it up and say that's actually a strength for me, a really big strength. Probably makes me a better storyteller, a writer, a mom, and maybe a photographer.
I came because I've seen the results, and I believe in results, and people that I trust and love have gone through this process and told me about it, but I still was skeptical. I was still afraid. I had a dream that it was about like a cult. I mean, I really did, that I was afraid that I was buying into something that was bullshit. And it's not psychotherapy. It doesn't feel like psychotherapy, but there's something so cathartic in this process because it frees you up to be who you really are and to like take ownership of that.
You know, he doesn't, the funny thing about Jen is he doesn't actually push you. Like, he thinks he does, but he doesn't push you. He makes you push yourself. And that's interesting. Because a lot of workshops, coaches, whatever, they'll push you. But he actually just is like, he leaves it open to where if you choose not to push yourself, he doesn't care. I mean, I know he cares, but he comes off like he doesn't. And so it's like all about you. And you have to push yourself. And that's powerful.
He said something yesterday about how this fulfills him, helping other people. It's important what Jeff does, and I'm glad that there's somebody doing it. And I'm glad that I jumped in. Yeah, it's that push that you need. Like I said, it's so much easier to not do it.
so much easier to just pretend, you know, that you're someone else or, you know, somebody that you're not. And yeah, they really gave me the push that I needed.
To have the constant like extra support and enhancement to elevate me and even like tweaking it more and more and letting me know that yeah, like that's good, that's perfect when I doubt myself. That's huge too, because I think we all need that.
I found out yesterday, I shared this yesterday, that I like to come across as really tough, even though you guys saw me crying the entire time. But I think this can help me be tough again, so thank you. Thanks for putting up with my stubbornness, with my you don't know me attitude, and breaking through. You were the sledgehammer that I needed. So that's awesome.
You know, when we try to help each other, those of us that are fighting, whatever, but we're so in our own heads and we're so going through so much stuff that we're dealing with that we try to help each other, but we can only help so much because we're kind of in our own like our own storm. So having the mentors there when they're sort of away from the process and they're able to clarify what we know is there but we can't put into words and to support us, it was like so priceless.
Fantastic. It was a really great experience to get to know them better and to really open up and get the merciless feedback and just true feedback as far as holding ourselves accountable personally, like not holding us so we're not lying to ourselves. And it's fantastic because that doesn't happen every day. You don't get that raw feedback, and it's what's really needed. So
They were so invaluable, and each of them so different, with so many gifts to give and perspectives, and you cook all that up and you get the soup. And it's just so valuable. So keep doing that. You have to.
Oh my God. I mean, I think that, first of all, it was apparent to me that it costs them to be here. And they give up their sleep, and they give up their sleep, they give up their time from their families, from their jobs, they're business people just like us. I know it cost you a little bit to be here, and that the sacrifice was worth it. Because you believe in the process.
To anybody who's ever unsure of yourself, do it. In all honesty, just do it. That's it.
Good for you. Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.